my channel. I'm Gina of Gina R Lee Budgets, and I was just about to sit here and plan my week, and I was talking to Alicia, Hands and Bands, hey boo. And so I told her I need to plan my week, and I was like, I really should record it, but I didn't want to because y'all know, or maybe you don't, but I had put on Instagram that I had spilled water on my desk while packing. So forgive the little wrinkle watermarks on my page, but either way, I need to have a plan for my week. I got a lot of work to do. So this is my little kit from Life in Envelopes. I love Jennifer. I love her kits. And they work out really well with the Budget Mom planner. And that's what I'm using today. I use the Elevated Life Co. But I strictly use that for budgeting. I don't put a whole lot of life stuff in there. I prefer to use this one. I have so many planners, honestly, y'all, but this probably is the most consistent. This one and then my Elevated Life Co. for my budget is what I use. So, I don't know if I'm gonna record this whole thing. I'm probably gonna be speeding through some parts because when it comes to this stuff, honey, I'll be a hot mess, okay? So, I figured while I'm planning, I could do this little story time from when we moved and what a disaster of a day it was, right? Like, I didn't have enough going on, right? So, the night before we moved, it snowed. So, we didn't have no help at all. It was just me, my son, and my husband. And of course, my husband can't do any heavy lifting. So, I was like, oh boy, what are we gonna do? Because we gotta move. I mean, it's not optional, you know? So, that's probably crooked. But anyway. So, I was like, well, we just have to do what we gotta do. You know, I've been trying to use my tweezers to be real fancy, but normally I don't. Now, I need to find a quote for up there. I did put, if y'all could see like this stack that I have next to me, it's a stack of stickers that I probably will use. Now, I usually separate my day because I'm usually up very early, but it's not doing work stuff. So I go ahead and separate my day and make my day start about 7, and then at the top will be like important reminders or a video that I want to film or upload, or you know, something like that. Okay, so it was just us. So we went and got the U-Haul, and now what you guys don't know is the house that we were moving from, let's see, 3,500 square feet. So we had a lot of stuff. Now, just to kind of put it in perspective, the house that we moved to is, I want to say it's 2,200 square feet. So when I say we downsized, like we really downsized, which is fine because I purposely did that because of the status of our finances and the status of my husband being ill. And I just wanted to be safe and smart about what I was doing for our immediate future. So of course we saved money, and then of course by downsizing we it gave me less work to do, less upkeep, you know, that type of thing. So I figured this girl would match, so I'm gonna just stick her right here. But look, let me tell y'all, I'm not gonna do it right here, but your girls need to stand on something. Don't just leave them floating in the air. I learned that from Lamika from Capital Chic Design. She's like, don't let your girls float. They need a floor to stand on. Okay, so I try to keep that in mind. Okay, wait, I had a weekend banner that I need to try and fit right there. My son basically was like, you know what? We're gonna have to pull the truck up in the grass. He said, because, you know, Kevin can't help. And he's like, honestly, Mom, it's too far from the driveway for you to be trying to help me carry stuff, you know. So I'm like, that's true. So he's like, we don't have a choice but to pull the truck into the grass, okay? So I said, okay, you're right. So we did that. We pulled the truck into the grass and loaded the truck. It was hell. So then we got the truck filled, and I mean, honey, your girl was tired. I was sore. I was beat up, bruised up. My hands and stuff were all dry. It was crazy. We got it done. But guess what? When we went to move the truck, it was stuck. Yeah, it was stuck. Stuck in the grass. Because like I said, it had snowed. And so the sunshine basically kind of melted the snow a little bit. So it made the grass like, kind of soft. So the truck, of course, was heavy. 3,500 square feet of crap. And couldn't move it. I mean, we tried everything. Everything. No, wasn't happening. So I ended up, two of our friends ended up coming once the roads cleared, and they both had pickup trucks. And they both tried to pull us out and couldn't. So I had to call U-Haul and tell them we were stuck. And so they asked, was the truck full? And I told them yes. And so they were just basically like, okay, well, I got a meeting at 11. They were like, we're going to have to send one of the big rigs to tow you out. It cost $325. I got a meeting at 12. Another meeting at 1. This is Tuesday, right? Yeah. So $325. Okay, your girl already broke. But I mean, I really didn't have a choice because I got a meeting with my SOD at 11. because I mean, I had to do it. It wasn't optional. I got a meeting with our team at 2 Thursday. So, I mean, we had to do it, and it was ugly, okay? It was ugly because I was upset. One of our daughter's birthdays is the 22nd. Tamitra, I'm gonna put it up some so I can put some balloons and stuff. So, luckily somebody blessed us and helped us out with the money for the move, which, oh my God, if I wouldn't have had that, I really don't know what we would have done. So we told them, okay, you know, we would pay for the tow because we didn't have a choice. And so they told us that it was going to be a 90-minute ETA till the tow truck driver came. So 90 minutes. Now, mind you, truck's full, but at least it did give me an opportunity to like clean up the rooms that we had emptied out and stuff like that. Wednesday at 8 o'clock is Bible study, and I'll fill in the rest of that. So 90 minutes passed, guys. 90 minutes passed, and no tow truck. And we ready to go. Like, the stuff is clean. So I had to call back because, of course, 90 minutes passed and no tow truck, right? When I called back, they said, oh, we're sorry. The tow truck driver called and said that they were in a wreck or something and weren't going to be able to come. I'm like, what? They weren't going to be able to come, y'all. So they were like, so we got to redispatch and send yet another tow truck. Okay, fine. We ain't got no choice. We cannot move. Okay, we've tried everything at this point. So this time she found another tow truck. Great. Well, this time she says, well, it's going to be 2 hours. 2 hours till this one can make it. So all day we still waiting on this moving truck. Then we sitting there waiting and waiting, waiting. Finally the tow truck shows up. Oh, these not the right color. The tow truck shows up at 6:45. 6:45 in the evening. We've been packing this truck and all that kind of stuff since 8 o'clock in the morning. And it is now 6:45 when they finally come. Got to pay $325, and it took them all of a good 5 minutes to get us out. So yeah, I was peeved. Then we kind of got some last minute stuff into the truck. By the time, now mind you, we still have to drive all the way to Clarksville because we moved like an hour away. So we finally roll up to the new house at, I want to say 9 o'clock, something like that. 8:45. So then we got to unload. Well, by now, thank God, a friend of my son's is here to help us. Praise the Lord, because we were like dead at that point. Him and my son just basically went to it and started unloading and all that kind of stuff. So that freed me up to kind of be inside the house, and I was just basically pointing and showing them where to put what to make it at least a little bit easier. So I was able to like tell them what to put where, the different boxes, so then I could just unpack boxes, you know, right there. So we ended up getting the truck emptied out at like 11:30 that night. But one thing I did that was so smart, and it's something my mom always told me. She was like, listen, you can't do everything all in one day. She was like, but the first thing you do is make sure they find everything you need for the bedrooms and set up the beds so that you all can at least sleep comfortably that night. So I set up our bed. I set up my son's bed while he was, you know, unloading and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what in the world I would have done without my son. Like, he worked so hard, y'all. He worked so hard. It was, at some point, it was a lot of the stuff he was doing just by himself. And I don't even know how in the world he was doing it, but he did it. And he never complained. Like, my son is like the best. Like, I don't care what, he's gonna always come through for me. He always does. And he was just like literally a godsend. He really was. So we just kind of straightened up a little bit. We were trying to like find something to eat in the meantime, in between time, because we'll be driving here. We're going to go see my mom and dad because my husband has an aunt and a sister that lives up north, and he really wants to go and see them before his surgery. So we're going to drive up this weekend. So that'll be fun. I'll be glad to see my mom and dad. My dad, he had called me and was like, oh, I'm going to come see you. Because, I mean, he really loves my husband. So he was going to come to us. But I told him, like, Dad, you really don't have to, because aren't these stickers gorgeous? Kevin wants to come up there. And so he's like, oh, okay. You know, he was really happy. He was going to come. But I know he was happy, like, ooh, good. Oh, I think these sunflowers will be really pretty. Is it? So we're going to go up there. So, yeah, we survived the move, and it's just been crazy hectic, of course, since then. But, you know, I bless God that we're here. And then my husband had his scan finally, which was another fiasco in itself, because they didn't want to approve the scan, and they weren't going to pay for it. So then he had to end up getting a different scan than what they wanted, and it was just too much. It really was. But I'm not going to do very much, because this is usually like my work stuff and my personal stuff, but I ain't got a lot going on. But I'll fill in my meals here, all these meetings with all the information. That's, I got to do some emails, and then I'll fill in what I'm filming and editing, and I'll just kind of like fill in as I do stuff. Normally it's hard for me to pre-plan because my days are kind of crazy. I know I have an Amazon order coming Wednesday, so I'll put that there to remind myself. Till 10:30. So I'll do my arrows. They're probably not straight, but you get the idea. To-do list, make my own. Hold on, look. Can y'all see what it says? Definitely. So I'm gonna put that here, and I'll find me a check to go there. Here on Wednesday, after my meeting, that just says to-do list, and then I'm gonna do one Friday. All right. So this is not like my best, but I just wanted to share it. Share my story time. I'm probably gonna end up having to edit half of it out, but I don't have most of my stickers because I'm still unpacking. I like it to be more functional than anything else. Oh, I could use this box. 4 o'clock. Put this on Thursday morning, and I'm gonna leave a spot to put a don't forget or something there. Okay, so we're coming up on 30 minutes, and I know y'all ain't gonna be watching me and listening to me run my mouth this whole time. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Leave me a hey. Tell me what y'all thought about that horrendous moving story with us being stuck in the mud and the $325 that I have yet to get over. So my mama gonna hate this video. Hey, Mom. She gonna watch it anyway, but she's gonna hate it. Like, that is so stupid. So y'all, I'm gone. Have a good one. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, all the good things. Keep watching, y'all. Love you. Bye.